Think of the nicest man you know, the one everyone likes. He is agreeable, always smiling, quick to help, and he never makes waves. He is a wonderful guest at a party. He is a pleasant colleague. He is a comfortable friend. Now ask yourself a cold, hard question. Is he powerful? Or is he just useful? Therein lies the great deception that keeps millions of men trapped in mediocrity. You have been sold the lie that being liked is the pathway to success. It is not. It is the pathway to servitude. The liked man fails not in spite of being liked, but because of it. His likability is the very architecture of his cage. He is the man who does the extra work and watches someone else get the promotion. He is the man who listens to everyone's problems but has no one to turn to for his own. He is the man who gives his loyalty freely and is repaid with betrayal. He fails because, in the brutal economy of human nature, liked is a currency for servants, not for kings. Machiavelli understood this with chilling clarity. He saw that men are not driven by gratitude or affection, but by self-interest and fear. The liked man makes a fatal miscalculation. He believes his generosity and agreeableness will build loyalty. He is wrong. It builds expectation. Once you become the reliable source of help, comfort, and compliance, your value plummets. What is always available is never cherished. Your yes becomes an expectation, and your first no is treated as a declaration of war. You are no longer seen as a kind man, but as a malfunctioning tool. The world does not respect the man who gives everything away. It respects the man who has something it wants, but cannot easily get. Your desire to be liked forces you to reveal your entire hand. You share your plans to get validation. You explain your boundaries to seek permission. You soften your opinions to avoid conflict. You are an open book. And in the world of power, an open book is a book that is read, used, and then discarded. The man who is respected, however, is a closed book with a reputation for being written in a language few can understand. The liked man is predictable. The respected man is a calculated mystery. And in the game of power, the predictable man is always prey for the man he cannot predict. This is the liked man's curse. He is a servant who is allowed to wear the king's clothes on occasion. He is invited to the table, but he is never given a seat at the head. He is praised in public, but he is dismissed in private. Why? Because true power is repulsed by the need for approval. The moment you signal that you need their affection, you have handed them the leash. They know they can control you. They know they can manipulate you with the threat of withdrawing their favor. The liked man is constantly tap dancing for an audience that has already decided he is disposable. He thinks he is building relationships, but he is only building a more comfortable prison for himself. He fails because he is playing a game of affection in an arena that only respects strength. He brought a handshake to a sword fight, and the tragedy is he will never even see the blade that cuts him down. If the liked man is doomed to fail, what is the alternative? It is not to become a tyrant. It is to become a strategist of respect. The respected man operates under a completely different set of rules. He understands that respect is not an emotion. It is a calculation made by others. It is their assessment of your power and the consequences of disrespecting you. The liked man tries to add affection to the equation. The respected man removes it entirely and focuses on two variables: value and consequence. This is the untouchable rule. First, value. The liked man is useful. The respected man is valuable. The difference is critical. A useful man solves other people's problems. A valuable man solves problems that others cannot, and he does so on his own terms. The liked man is a generalist. He helps with everything. The respected man is a specialist. He cultivates a singular, undeniable skill or quality. His strategic insight, his creative genius, his unshakable discipline. People do not come to him because he is pleasant. They come to him because he possesses something they desperately need and cannot find elsewhere. This makes him a destination, not a utility. His value is high because it is scarce. He protects this scarcity by not offering his gift to everyone. He is selective. He understands that to be valuable to everyone is to be truly valuable to no one. Second, consequence. This is the variable that the liked man fears. The respected man masters it. Consequence is the silent understanding that every action taken towards you will have a reaction. It is not about loud threats or angry outbursts. Those are signs of weakness, of a man who has lost control. True consequence is delivered calmly, swiftly, and often silently. If a business partner is unreliable, the liked man complains and gives second chances. The respected man silently replaces him. If a friend is disrespectful, the liked man argues. The respected man withdraws his presence. The consequence is not a negotiation, it is a final judgment. This creates the modern equivalent of what Machiavelli called fear. People become careful around you. They weigh their words. They honor their commitments, not because they like you, but because they have calculated that the cost of disrespecting you is far higher than the benefit. They learn that your world is governed by order, and that you are the unwavering enforcer of that order. The liked man's world is chaos, because his boundaries are merely suggestions. The respected man's world is a kingdom, and he is the undisputed law. The journey from being liked to being respected culminates in a state of being that is almost mythic, becoming untouchable. This is not about being physically immune to harm. It is about being psychologically immune to manipulation and socially immune to casual disrespect. The untouchable man is the one who has so perfectly integrated the principles of value and consequence that his reputation does the work for him. He has won the war, and now he rarely has to fight the battles. This is the ultimate expression of Machiavellian power in the modern world. The untouchable state is built on a foundation of perception. As Machiavelli stated, everyone sees what you appear to be. Few experience what you really are. The liked man appears open, harmless, and eager. His appearance invites people to use him. The untouchable man, however, crafts an appearance of calm self-sufficiency. He does not appear to need anything from anyone. He moves through the world not as a seeker of opportunity, but as the source of it. His silence is not interpreted as weakness, but as calculation. His selectivity is not seen as arrogance, but as high standards. This perception becomes a powerful filter. Low-value people, manipulators, and parasites are naturally repelled by this aura. They sense that their usual tactics, guilt, flattery, pity, will find no purchase. Conversely, other powerful, high-value individuals are drawn to him. Strength recognizes strength. His network becomes a fortress, not a playground. Living by the untouchable rule means you have fundamentally changed your relationship with the world. You no longer react. You observe and act. You no longer seek. You attract. The failure of the liked man is that he is in a constant dialogue with the world, begging for its approval. The success of the respected man is that he ends that dialogue. He has his own internal court of judgment, and its verdict is the only one that matters. This creates an aura of gravity. People feel the need to explain themselves to him, to earn his time, to meet his standards. He does not demand this. His presence commands it. This is why liked men fail. They expend all their energy trying to manage the opinions of others. The untouchable man expends his energy on his mission, his craft, his kingdom. The world, in turn, has no choice but to orbit him. He has made himself the sun, while the liked man remains a forgotten moon, reflecting the light of others. So the choice is laid bare. You can continue on the comfortable path of being liked, a path that guarantees you will be useful, pleasant, and ultimately, a failure in the game of power. Or you can walk the ruthless, deliberate, and lonely path of respect, a path that demands discipline and courage, but which ends with you becoming the master of your own world, a man whose value is undeniable, whose boundaries are absolute, and whose presence is law, a man who is, for all intents and purposes, untouchable.